back. So, the topic we're going to discuss now is to talk about, a game that we really love, but would probably be considered by the gaming community as a pretty shitty game. And, I want to kind of delve into, for what reasons was it a good game to you? I'm going to leave this one off. Back in the day, there was this really crappy PlayStation 1 game called Dragon Seeds. And I don't know if anyone has even heard of it, but When I was at Toys R Us, it was like for $10. This was back in the day when I used to go to Toys R Us to get games. But I was at Toys R Us, it was like $10. I pick it up, it looked pretty cool, and it really all it is it's just like a weird ass fight simulator, and you have three actions. You can either move left or right, so you can move yourself closer to the opponent or further from the opponent in a turn. You can attack or you can block. That's it. And so how it works is there are two players going against each other. So if you're versing the computer, you input your command, the computer inputs their command, and then the action takes place, right? So if you both try and move forward into each other and you would hit each other, nothing happens. Or you press attack and then the computer puts defend and then the action goes out and then they'll block your attack. But that's all it is. That's all this game was, and that's all you did over and over and over again. And the whole point was like you're supposed to take this dragon and raise it from being a baby into an adult and try and win this big tournament. And that's it. That's all the game mechanic was, and it was like really shitty and kind of annoying, and it was completely random. But for some reason, I really liked it because when you raise your dragon baby, you pick these attributes, and it changes what type of dragon they are and how they grow up. And there were all these hidden combos where you could get special dragons and stuff. So even though it was a shitty game, I thought it was kind of fun because you can progress your little creature and it kind of grows with you. I don't know. That's why I thought it was interesting. I mean, it's still a pretty shitty game, but that one feature where it grows up from a baby and gets stronger and stronger, and you can make these weird-ass looking dragons that look like people. I don't know. For some reason, I just kept playing it, but it was really crappy. Doesn't it sound
like paper, rock, scissors?
It really is just like a paper, rock, scissor game, except you have like a dragon model that grows up. And like you go to sleep and you have to let it rest, and you do tournaments and you get money and you can buy it different equipment and stuff. It's just really weird. But for some reason I really loved it. But I mean, doesn't it sound like a shitty game to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like RPC for suckers. I really love that game for some reason, and people can hate me for loving it, but I loved it because of the aspect where you're like raising this creature. I don't know. It latched onto me. Anyway, Kevin, what do you got?
I'm thinking Gun Valkyrie on Xbox One. I don't know if anybody here has played it, but
nope. But I'm gonna look
they
up
really
some
introduced like a new kind of play style. Like it's like an over-the-shoulder kind of game, and most people tried to pick it up and play it like Halo or something. But you had a jetpack in that game, and to really get anywhere and do anything worthwhile in the game, you had to master the use of this jetpack, and you had to constantly be boosting around, and you basically never touched the ground if you were doing things right. But I don't know, most people just didn't get it, and the game kind of came and went and never been heard from again.
This game actually looks totally awesome. I'm looking at screenshots, and it looks really good.
It was a badass game. I thought anyway.
Must buy this game.
Put it on my list of things to buy. Yeah, no, it looks cool, but I can see why people would flip out if they're not used to. I mean, a lot of the games.
Yeah, if you just run around on foot, you really just aren't getting anything out of the game.
Yeah, I think a lot of reason why people would probably think this game wasn't good is because if you think about the platform it was on. Xbox One, what other types of games were there? There was games like Halo. Were there a lot of other first-person shooter type of games or over-the-shoulder action games where you don't fly, you just kind of run through and blast everything? That's what it seems like this would stand out in the crowd. I don't know. All right. So what made you really like this game, even though you think people would say it's, oh, boo to this?
Well, once you got into it and played it the way it was meant to be played, it was a hell of a lot of fun.
Why was it fun?
And
like, what was
I don't know why it's anything fun.
No. Like, why did you specifically think it was fun? Was it cool? Because you had a jetpack and you fly around and it was totally sweet? Or?
Yeah, basically.
I'm answering your question.
I don't know. It just introduced some new game styles, and it just seemed like something new and refreshing from all the normal run around and shoot stuff kind of games out there.
All right. Okay. Kate.
Yeah.
What do you got?
You have a question for me?
No, I want to know what game it is that you really love, but other people would probably hate.
The game that I love, but other people would probably hate, is Micro Machines V3 for the original PlayStation.
Micro Machines?
It is Micro Machines. It is such a great game. It's probably Codemaster's greatest title, and it's it's Micro Machines.
Is it just
And
is this a racing game?
Yeah, well, it's racing games, but you also could have like tanks and like blow each other up. But like it played, I can't even tell you how well this played. Like if you go onto like the scoring sites and just Google Micro Machines V3, I mean it got like 8s and 9s. I mean it really is a really good game. But just because like it's Micro Machines, I'm sure like no one's played it. But it is so good. Like you have these tiny cars or tanks or
Boats?
or
said boats.
and boats, yeah. Or you could do like boats, and like instead of having like regular like racetracks, you would like go around like a kitchen table or like a school desk or like a backyard, and it was like just like the most fun ever. And the graphics were actually like really good for the PlayStation.
This looks. This looks a lot like. When I look at this, it makes me think of RC Pro-Am.
Yeah, it's a little like RC Pro-Am. I mean, the controls are really similar. Like you always push left or right to turn left or right, and this camera was very static.
Yeah.
But I mean, it kind of felt like remote controlled cars, but like in like real world environments. It works on so many levels, except like I said, it was Micro Machines. But I played that for hours, and like I had my girlfriends over, and we would all play Micro Machines. It was just like so much fun.
Micro Machines V3, hell yeah!
Yes.
I can see why people would think this game totally sucked ass.
Yes, but I'm telling you, it's like Codemaster's greatest triumph.
That's awesome. I don't really have any questions because that's kind of self-explanatory. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, just look up some screenshots on Google. You'll see it. Last up, we got Mike.
I've got nothing.
You got nothing?
Yeah.
No game?
I got nothing.
All right, fine. We'll leave you out of this.
Well, I was thinking of going with Mario Kart because half the time I don't even like it, but it's still fun to play. But
Like nobody plays Mario Kart.
none of you guys play Mario Kart. I guess that's my game because you guys don't like Mario Kart.
Everybody rants and raves about Mario Kart. It's considered by the community, like the gaming community, as a bad game. No, the gaming community does not think Mario Kart is a bad game. But anyway,
Wait.
What?
I'm lost.
Nothing.
All right. Seriously though, in doing this discussion, I think we came up. I think we should make a thread about this, and people can add in their, bad games that are actually really good. Because I think it would be cool to play some of these and see how they are. Because that gun whatever game, Kevin, you were talking about, I kind of want to get that now and play it. Looks awesome.
Yeah, give it a shot.
I should. All right. Well, that was a little shorter than I had anticipated, but that's what we get when Mike has nothing. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about projects that we're working on.